And the man cave is a mess, and I am probably dirty as hell. Yeah, I've been through the ringer today. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. Thanks as always for watching Common Sense Fishing. Thank you as always. Tonight's video is going to be our members giveaway for August. I've got the cards and the lures from the last giveaway. I still got to get out. It's just been super lagging from work and just craziness. But after this giveaway, got the whiteboard up there. We got everybody's information, address, and everything. We're going to get everybody their stuff shipped out. So super excited. I'll throw a little extra in there for you guys who've had to wait like almost a month now, from last July. I think it's been 3 weeks. So apologize. But I always get to everybody. So we're gonna have another giveaway tonight. We're gonna have a quick show tonight, probably about an hour long or so. We're gonna go into what's been going on and show also. Um, let's see here, and we're gonna show. Oh man, the chat box isn't working there. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, where was I with that? I was doing some stuff on my end here, so sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna have about an hour show. We're gonna do the giveaway. We'll go over some current events, what's going on with the boat, some positive outlook stuff on that, some videos that are going to be released here soon that I'm working on editing, and get you guys some updated information, some tips and tricks on what I've seen and heard from the friends since I haven't really been out too much. And the few times that I have been out, man, we got our butts whooped at Eastman. Went to go fish a river rat tournament. We got skunked. First time being out in a minute. I took my boat with no working motor and just dropped it and used the trolling motor. And we could only fish a certain area of the lake. I didn't want to waste our batteries and then ended up being trapped somewhere at night, especially at that would have sucked. So we're real frugal with the batteries and just, yeah, it was a rough one. But I know a lot of guys been catching some giant bass out of Eastman, Hensley, using deep diving crank baits, swim baits, stuff like that. Um, Bottom bouncing stuff too, just fishing real slow up against the rocks and just taking your time, fishing it deeper and slower right now. A lot of the water, the lakes are dirty. They're low. There's no rain yet. So, stained conditions, low oxygen content. Fish are usually suspended out and also deeper. Harder to catch. So you usually have to fish slow. They can also be up real shallow. They're just going to be right up against structure and all that good stuff. Hey, Ray, what's up? Glad to see you on tonight. So let me pull up the wheel of names so I can get that ready for tonight's giveaway. We'll put you in there. You guys know how this rolls. Just comment giveaway. But the members, you guys all get put in there. What the heck? No. Wheel of names. There we go. Tried to give me some voodoo. Try to send me. Somebody tried to get me. All right. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you guys get a chance. Here in a bit, about 15 minutes in, we're going to have a giveaway. We're going to give another Bass gift card, Bass Pro Shops gift card away, $50 gift card. And then on top of that, don't forget when we hit 2,000 subs, I'm going to do a real nice giveaway. We're going to do something like a real nice combo setup because I need to go get myself one anyway. So I'll just pick up a duplicate. So we'll get two of them, or we'll get like two top end ones, and then maybe we'll do a poll on like which one should I give away, which one should I keep, and then whichever one everyone picks, I'll know is the better one, so I'll keep it. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, we'll have some fun. So we're about to hit that 2,000 sub mark, so I'm stoked about that. Been off for a minute. You guys understand and know, I think most of you guys, that I do heating and air conditioning. I own my own business. I do HVAC, and it's been a wild, crazy last few months. There's a lot going on in my life, so the boat's taking a dump. I've had a lot of like just hurdles to cross, but I'm getting there. I'm doing what I'm doing. And some good news on the boat is at least the motor isn't seized. The blade can spin, the shaft can spin freely when put in gear. So I believe hopefully it's something like a stuck switch, which I'm hoping it's something like that, because really the boat it didn't sound bad, it didn't ride rough, no indications is anything wrong. I just think that the float switch was the low oil indicator switch probably just went bad. Hoping that's what it is. So I got to get it into somebody, make an appointment, hope that that's what it is. And if that's what it is, then go from there. Let me take this real quick. Hello? Yeah, this is Sam. Oh, yeah. Yes. What area are you in? Yeah, I'm near there. I'm in Winton, so I'm about 15 miles south of you or so, 20 miles south. Okay, so it's probably a dual capacitor or a bad compressor. The outdoor fan motor's coming on? No, but what about the fan outside though? Is the outdoor fan going either? Is the breaker tripped? Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, you're talking about they turned off the gas from a gas leak? No. Yeah, gas is just for the furnace for one, and then two, if there's two parts outside. So if the furnace is sending a signal correctly, it'll pull down a contactor. So if you go to the condenser unit outside, the AC unit outside, and the inside unit's on, you should kind of hear maybe a light buzzing sound, like a zzz, because the contactor's being energized. But if nothing's turning on, you either maybe have some fuses that are blown, you might have a dual capacitor that's bad. There's a couple of small different possibilities. Like, yeah, yeah, I can get out there. I have some openings tomorrow. Either that or Wednesday or Thursday's open. I have like half of Friday booked already. Yeah. When tomorrow would you like? I have after anytime after like 3, I'm available. Wednesday is open right now. You can pick. Sure. Would 9 o'clock work for you? 8 to 9. Yeah. Okay. Now I have all your information from the Angie's list, thing right there. So I'll put that in. This is my cell phone here. If you have any questions or if anything pops up, just go. I'll see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Sorry, Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Let me verify it with you real quick here. Hold on. Is that the one on? Ismail. Yep, that's the one on Ismail. Yep, I got that in Keys. Yeah. Yes, 60. Yeah. And then I'll come out and take a look at. Probably just a dual capacitor then. Hopefully just something easy. Yeah. Yeah, those are just big batteries. That's what they usually are. Yeah, a lot of the time, about 60 or 70% of the calls are just dual capacitors that are bad. Yep, and they go a lot. So hopefully that's it. We'll see you Wednesday morning, Rock. Thanks for calling back. Okay, bye bye. All right, sorry about that, folks. Giveaway. I was fishing. Yeah, I got my boat whooped. So what we did is we went out to Eastman and didn't have a motor, so I just trolling motored it, and it was just tough. But no, we weren't. We that was the day my motor blew up. Me and my son were on Lake New Melones. We had caught some fish. We're having fun, and the motor stopped on the way back across the lake about halfway through the day. And the motor didn't stop, mind you. I stopped it instantly because I heard the beep. And the motor's fine. We're driving fine, driving good, smooth. Water's ejecting out still. Everything's good, doing its thing. And we're riding perfectly good. And I just hear that beep, like, oh shit, now drop it down, not too fast, nice, slow, cool it off, turn it off, check the oil level, put some more oil in there because that's what it was, just low oil. And so I put some more in there, closed it up, waited a second, turned it back on or tried to, and that always it works. It's fine. And I tried just to turn it over, but I didn't want to push it, so I turned it off again. And I know the beep is an overheat beep, but the fact that it's still beeping afterwards to me indicates that the switch, the beeper, is bad. Basically, either the relay or the switch that is either the over or the oil sensor. I think it's the oil sensor is the one that usually goes bad, and it's only like a $30 or $40 part, and hopefully that's and doesn't look like it's too crazy of a repair. So hopefully that's all that it is, and we'll get the boat back on the water within a week or two. I don't know how long or when the guy's going to have an opening, how long parts come in. Could end up being a month or two. But in which case, I'm going to be doing some shore fishing. So I've got some videos I'm editing right now, like about four of them, where I've only caught a few fish, but we have a great time hanging out on the lake. Do some. I try to give some tips and tricks, but it's just a tough day. So, but I'm editing all that up. So I'm going to have a couple of those videos coming out. We're just closing up the summer doing heating and air, so it's just so busy there. It's just insane. But then I'm going to focus, get things dialed in over here on this end for fall. So it's just been a struggle too this year. There's been things, my daughter, financial crap, just a lot of stuff. But I'm doing good, and it's just like that's the point too, man. Is when life kicks you in the nards, you just gotta get back up. You just gotta struggle through it because we all have our down times. Life isn't a up roller coaster the whole time. There's these downs and loop de loops and spins and curves along the way. Life throws you curveballs too. So it's not all just slow rolling through the strawberry fields. Sniffling the flowers and having a good old time. That's not how it rolls. But there's good times and there's bad. So after the bad, there's good if you just keep struggling through, try hard, and make it through those bad times. So I'm doing good now, and I have some light ahead of the tunnel, starting to de-stress a little. Um, I was able to take the boat out. I didn't catch anything. It's a struggle. So I'm going to try taking it out to a different lake in a different place, and I'm going to use just the trolling motor. I'm going to go shoot some videos. Sorry. So we're going to do that at like Pedro or Maloney's again. Go just drop in, maybe Tulik, drop in and just fish around a little bit. But I think Tulik, you kind of need the big motor to get away from that area. But I'm basically going to go hit a few spots up with the boat in the meantime until I get an appointment. And once I get an appointment, the boat's going to go in, right? So in the meantime, while I don't have an appointment, I'm going to use the boat periodically, trolling motor only. And so um, I don't know, we'll see what happens here in the next week with the boat, and we'll know more about that. But like I said, that won't stop me. We'll do some shore fishing, carp fishing, trout fishing, whatever, cat fishing, striper fishing. We'll go have some fun. Mix things up a bit, I guess you'd say, right? And just kind of get over the lump that I took, I guess, the last couple months. It's been a tough summer. This year has been tough. I got my double digit last year. This year I haven't broke I've got a 6 pounder, but I haven't broken anything over that. So nothing over 7 or 8 pounds yet. I've got a 6 and some change, but nothing over 7. So I was hoping to get another double digit this year. We still got a few months. I'm going to be throwing big swim baits. So I do have a video where I was like chucking swim baits for like 2 hours, but no bites, no fish. So I just was contemplating, should I even show that to you guys? There's moments where I'm talking with you, I'm explaining what I'm doing. I'm showing the lure and showing like my stuff that I'm using and what I'm doing, how I'm using it. And it wasn't paying off, but you just got to keep doing it. Also, probably wasn't the right time. A lot of guys been catching big ass fish on some swim baits when there were those cloudy summer days rolling through. And then when we had those bluebird summer days, that's a whole different story. You got to fish differently, right? So I think I was getting a little excited seeing what everybody else was catching and just wasn't fishing the conditions correctly. So next chance I get out there, though, if I get some nice overcast weather, when the weather starts cooling down here in the fall and they start schooling up, I'll throw some big swim baits to try to separate the big ones, see if I can get a couple nice ones. So gonna definitely be doing some new stuff. Like I said, we already talked about getting a couple guests on the show, trying to spice things up. So I appreciate everybody's support. So with that, you guys know we're gonna have that. Hey, Mad Bass, nice to see you on. Brian Wentler, hello. Thanks for jumping on tonight. I'm doing all right. Like I said, it's been a struggle, but maintained positive. I've had a lot of good work come my way. Some good news, hopefully, with the boat. Like I said, the it might just be a switch. The boat isn't seized up. Um, there's a there's a lot of positive silver linings in all the negative that's been happening, I guess you'd say too. So other than my daughter, there's no positive to losing your daughter. I mean, that sucks, but she's not dead. I didn't lose her. She's just living with her mom. So, hey, that one, I mean, I'm coming to grips, I think, a little better with it. She would move out when she's 18, 19 anyway. She's a very outgoing, go getter girl. I'm very proud to have raised her like that. And she's, going to be a successful person. That's why she made up her mind on what she wanted to go do, and she went and did it, right? And I'm not going to hold her back. So if she wanted to go try to live with her mom, I was happy to let her. Um, so that one's, it sucks, but you step back and you look at it. And like I said, after de-stressing for a minute, I could still fish from shore. In the meantime, I'll even take the boat with just a trolling motor. And, I'll make the best out of the situations that I got. We're going to still keep just producing content, watch the channel grow. And you guys, it's cool though. You get to see the evolution of the channel and how it goes through its up and downs. And so like guys like Ray and maybe some of you others have been watching a lot of my old videos. So hopefully you guys been finding in this kind of lull, the fact that I've got almost 500 videos and I've got so much other cool stuff from float and fly, blade baits, 5, 6 pounders, 8 pounders, 9 pounders, 10 pounders. We got, you know, multiple big number days. We've got big fish days. We got funny trips. We got sad trips. We've got, heart touching stuff. We got Christmas for the kids. We got saving old men out of the Delta. We got all kinds of crazy fun adventures to check out on the channel. So I hope you guys don't mind, and I appreciate bearing with me as we go through this. This summer has been a struggle because my HVAC business is growing, which is cutting into my YouTube business, my YouTube hustle channel, that I love doing, having this whole community and all that. So, but family and money's first, got to pay the bills, got to live. So I'm maintaining here, but I really want to grow and do a lot better. So I can't wait to really get through this growth pain, because that's just really all it is. When we're growing and when we're adapting, we encounter challenges and resistance that can be painful to us. But once we get past that, you're in a much better place. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Jimmy Garoppolo? Oh man, oh dude, oh man. I think that he did good. I think that I don't know as far as his skill as a quarterback. I think he did good enough with the team that we had. He got us to the Super Bowl, uh, and no, we didn't capitalize and win. What were the reasons? There were a lot of different reasons. Um, you know, I don't fault the guy. I don't think he's like a bad quarterback. I don't think he's the greatest sliced since sliced bread though. I think what happens is a lot of times too, people tend to get on like who's the next hot quarterback, because everyone thinks there's going to be this new Tom Brady. So whenever a quarterback wins the Super Bowl, he's like the hot biz for a while until he ain't for a while, and then he just falls into obscurity. Look at the Chiefs quarterback, look at the Ravens quarterback, two of the hottest new quarterbacks to come out, and then look at the Browns, look at all these other guys that have came out that are like number one draft picks that really haven't panned out to what they were supposed to be. So, as far as us losing Jimmy, I don't know. We got Trey Lance. I think that we had a superb offense and a really good defense, 49er wise, but I don't know what the key. I'm not a professional football player and a sports analyzer, and I couldn't tell you 100% certain what was the key component that was missing there. Was it that we needed defensive linemen to basically, stop? Do we need people that were better pass rushers, and do we need better, defenders to prevent the other team from scoring, or did we need people to keep the hold the line to keep Jimmy from getting pressured so much, right? But I've seen him under pressure. He's all right, but he's not the greatest. So I don't know. I support my team no matter what. I'm a die-hard Niner fan, but I'm also not like a butthole fan. So I don't like talk smack about other teams. I have major respect for guys like Ed Too Tall Jones, Refrigerator Perry, Mike Ditka. Dan Marino is one hell of a good quarterback, but just didn't have the team to get him there. But his precision with his throws. So like guys like Kaepernick too, he had the muscle, he had the arm, he had the running ability, he had the size, he had the moves, he had the height to see. But what he didn't have is the touch. He overthrew everything, bombed everything. See, his problem is he used to be a pitcher. He used to play baseball, so he doesn't understand when you've got a guy 10 yards in front of you and nobody around, and it's a touchdown play to just lob it in there. He'd beam that shit like a laser beam, and they'd be dropping touchdown catches left and right. So, eh, danged if you do, danged if you don't, right? But I just support the team. It sucks that through the Montana and Young era, though, they took us through five or whatever. Sorry, yeah, five Super Bowls and won them all, and then we go and just lose every single one we've been in since. It's like it's just asinine. And the one with Kaepernick was the worst of them all because we had the timer down and we were at the goal line and we had like four tries. And on the first, I think we got like, I think they gave somebody the ball to run it. I don't know if it was Gore or whoever it was, but they gave them the ball. I think they got them, close 5-6 yards or whatever it was within like I don't know 3 to 6 yards. I forgot exactly what it was. You'd have to go watch the damn thing to play it over. But I'll never forget because it was like I think it was when Randy Moss might have been on the team too. But if not, I know Crabtree. Crabtree was supposed to be the hot biz, and Kaepernick was supposed to be the hot biz quarterback. And so they end up getting the ball on the first, on like the third or fifth and goal or whatever have you, with the whole Super Bowl lining in their hands. And they've got the monster Frank Gore. They've got like the powerhouse workhorse that you give him three shots, one of them is going through that line. And even then, if you even just given him one damn shot, instead, it really hurt my guts to watch those idiots do what I considered a kid playing a John Madden game. I watched them throw to Crabtree three freaking times in the same damn hole, or was it twice in one and then once on the other side, and dropped and missed them all. Bullets, nasty passes. They covered him, double, triple team. And all Kaepernick had eyes for was Crabtree. Didn't worry about any other person. They didn't try running the ball. They didn't give their best players an honest chance at scoring. They took three attempts and flushed each one consecutively down the toilet trying to get a touchdown with Crabtree and Kaepernick, like as if there was $1 million bet going on or $1 billion bet going on that like they could win the Super Bowl with a pass from Kaepernick to Crabtree. It was like, why do you not give the damn ball to Frank Gore? Like, oh, it blew my mind. Oh, he's one of my favorite players. So, anyways, that was, yeah. The last few years have been stressful as a Niner fan, but you guys see the gear. Diehard Niner fan. All right, let's start putting some names into the wheel of names here tonight. And we'll start talking some fishing again here in a second, get off the football. But I don't mind. We'll talk about whatever. That's the great thing about this channel. When we do the live streams, we go down rabbit holes. All right, so let's get Ray, Brian Wentler. Sorry, guys, I'm like super wasted, tired, beat up from work too. The last I've been like in a bad shape, man. Like with I've been in attics for freaking 5 6 hours at a time. Oh, it's stuck in crazy positions, doing welding and brazing in weird spots. Hey, Mike Dozer, nice to see you on. Nice to see everybody on tonight. Thanks for joining and hanging out. I appreciate everybody. We're going to be having, like I said, a big giveaway when we hit 2,000 subs. So let everybody know, share the videos. If you think they're worth sharing, leave a comment. Also, remember that here on Common Sense Fishing, I've got over 500 videos. So if you're interested and you've seen most of my content, you can go back. I've got tons of stuff catching monster fish, doing all kinds of fun stuff. I've got stuff with Ryan Cook, Matt Frazier, Nick the Informative Fisherman. I've got Small Fry Rye. So a couple other YouTubers have been on here with me. There's a lot of cool other community guys. Mark Nav's been on the channel a bunch of time. He's got his. Thomas Rosales, he's got his channel too. So there's a lot of good guys. Pop's World, we do tug addict fishing stuff. There's just a great community, I think, that is centered around or just near the Common Sense Fishing Network, I guess you'd say, because it's not like this is my community, right? We're all just a bunch of group of fishermen that hang out, know each other, interact, and barbecue sometimes, and go, do some fun stuff together. So there's a lot of cool dudes in the group, especially if you haven't checked them out. Tug Addicts on Facebook, great group to be a part of. Anthony Pascal runs that. Got a lot of good guys in that group. Mine is Bass Fishing Lovers. Man, it's off the hinges. There's like over 50,000 people in that group, and it's gotten way too crazy for me to control. I just drop in and troll people, and I'll boot people when I see craziness. I've put in some admin. I've got to put a couple friends that mentioned they know somebody that wants to admin for me, so I got to add a couple more to that. But man, that channel is insane. It's like trying to babysit a wild 3-year-old or something. I just let it be at this point. So I'm like, what did I create? Whatever. All right. Nice. Yeah, me too, Lucas. I'd definitely like to learn more about how to catch them on a swim bait. Like I know a fair amount. Like I've watched videos on them. I've been with buddies that have done it. I've been around people with people, been the net man for dudes throwing them. But the thing is just I've caught like probably in my lifetime maybe like eight, maybe 5 to 8 bass on a big swim bait. I'm talking 6 inch to 8 inch glides and stuff like that. And they've all been like 3 pounder or smaller. I've got a lot of dinks have hit my baits when there's those aggressive days, and you're getting spotted bass and largemouth that are the same size or smaller than the bait, or just barely bigger than it. Frustrating. And then even not even a lot, but just a fish here and there, and it sucks. And you get one, and you think here it is, and it's a dink. Like what the hell? So I mean, I think I was just throwing my swim bait in the wrong place at the wrong time at those times. But yeah, you and me both, brother. I'd like to catch some more, so I'm going to focus on doing that. I've got a bunch of swim baits. Shout out to Old Dirty Bassin, aka Vince, aka Virgil. So good friend of mine, he basically shot me like 6 big swim baits. So he gave me like a HUD. He gave me 2 big wake baits. He gave me a glide bait and then something else, I think a big bluegill. So I'm going to toss those religiously, and then we're going to start doing some swim bait fishing on this channel here. So if you can't beat them, join them, right? So I'm going to definitely look forward to just getting into that crowd a little bit more, learning more about that stuff. So I'm not acting all big headed like I know this and that. But you guys, the cool part is that you get to see the channel evolve. So I'm talking the talk, right? And I've been talking the talk for months, but you guys are going to start actually see me throwing the swim bait in these videos for portions. Even if I don't catch fish, I'm going to make sure I'm including at least some fast forwarded proof that, hey, I'm really spending some time throwing some swim baits on these main lake points, key structure, stuff like that, where you really should be throwing them, any kind of docks and cover and stuff like that, shade lines. um, you got to work what you can work up in these mountain lakes that don't really have a lot of structure other than just the natural shoreline and rock itself. So they'll be underneath houseboats, docks, all kinds of stuff here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with the swim baits more and putting a nice show together for you guys. Yep, I'm hoping, man, the living legend one. I'm hoping it's a switch. That would be really wicked. Got to work out so we can fish for sure. Trash, no. Hey, Gerbs, nice to see you on tonight, buddy. So, Battle Cat, hey, nice to see you on Battle Cat. Okay, let's put you in there. All right, let's make sure I don't forget anybody. Then don't forget when we hit the 2K, we're gonna do like a nice, like a really expensive rod combo or something. We're gonna do Racho Bunch. Nice to see you here. Derek Bowman, nice to see you in the house. Kemze, nice to see you on. Yep, yours were under 3 pounds too. See what I'm talking about? My 14-year-old bought one of the Guggen Squad bass fishing kits tonight. Actually was impressed with the haul. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind people talk smack about Guggen. I know I'm indifferent, whatever. It's like, eh. I'll fish whatever catches fish. I'm not in. There's only a few lures that I basically shill for, basically, where I'm like rah rah rah, and that would be Bijan's jigs. I like Green Tackle Box's jigs too. He's a good dude. But I'll throw Bijongs for basically the main two big lakes here for McClure and Don Pedro. I like to throw green tackle boxes jigs at New Maloney's. It's weird. I think I just have a little bit of different luck at the different lake. And Don Pedro, I'll throw the green tackle box jigs there too. I just use those where there's cover, and I use more of the swim head type or a weedless style with the brush, the weed guard, and the more open water lakes like Don Pedro and McClure. I'm using like a giant stinger hook, no weed guard, just like a big Ned rig, basically, big half-ounce or so uh, jig from Bijon's Bumblebee jigs, basically. Or now I think they're called Jig Sucking Lips. So shout out to Jig Sucking Lips. Ansky's Tackle Box makes some good soft plastic worms, so I get stuff from him. And other than that, and then the Ish Monroe River to Sea Biggie Papa, if I had to pump a square bill, that'd be the crankbait I put out there. Even the deep diver, I got a double digit on, so I really have to say I'm impressed with the River to Sea crankbaits. They don't hold up, they break. Negative comment break and leak water very easy, and the bills break off very easy. They don't take being in the sun long, so keep them taken care of good, because the UV rays beat up the bills and they just become real shitty and they fall off real, after a year or two. They're not going to last you a long time, but they catch monster fish and they hold up under pressure for the few fish that you need to land them on, right? The big monsters that you're after. You're going to stick them with it. You'll stick them with it. The hooks are really sharp and good and perfect for sticking these bass. However, they're also, the tensile strength on them is weird. They snap, they break easy. So I've broken a lot of hooks on these River to Sea ones. So you can change them out if you want. But yeah, so those are the lures that I shill for. Otherwise, man, I'll throw wherever. I don't care. Give me a Strike King, give me a Bass Pro Shops brand, give me a Dick's brand. I don't care if it's a Kirkland, Costco Signature, whatever brand. If it's gonna catch fish, I'll try it. And you can catch. You see guys that put a block of wood with a hook on it and catch a bass. So there's so many different ways to catch them. You know what I mean? All right. So, anyways, let's get this giveaway going on here. I got the names in the wheel. We'll go ahead and spin it here in a second. And then after that, we'll talk about, like I said, we're going to go over some more fishing stuff. Checking one thing out. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go over some more fishing stuff. And yeah, so just to recap, basically, everybody knows what most people know what's been going on with the boat's been out of commission. Just life's been throwing some curveballs. Kid moved out. Business has been just tough and just a lot of work, but then there's been, ups and downs. And I'm happy, I'm doing good, and I appreciate everybody's support too. That's really awesome. You guys have been great. Facebook friends, real friends, YouTube people commenting and support. So the boat, yeah, fool, I'm on live stream, video. All right. This guy, this is my brother Slim Bob. You should have seen him. He had no shirt on right now. His hair, dude. Steven, come here. Slim, come here. You guys got to see my brother. He's fucking savage. Pardon my language. Slim! What? Come here. I know. Come here. I love my brother, though, to death. So. What's up? Well, come here. You're going to interrupt my live stream. I'm going to put you on with no shirt. Like this. Hell yeah, just like that. No. Yeah, I'm going to grab the camera and show everybody. Damn it. All right, never mind then. No, that's why I don't come in here. I'm sorry. I meant to be quiet. You knew what was going on. All right. This guy. Oh, I love him, though. He's like, no, hell no. He knows what's up. I love him. I wasn't trying to make fun of him like that too hard, though. shoot, I'll take my shirt off with him and we'll be two fat guys together. I love that dude. So I'd die for him. That's why I got him living with me. I take care of my disabled dad and brother. So ever since mom's passed away, I moved him in with me and I take care of him. So I would hope someone, my kids would do the same for me and not stick me in some old person home or something. That would, you know, I was raised, I guess, family first type stuff like that. And that's how I try to raise my family. So, plus, right? He didn't want to come out. He had his Hooter show, and he probably would have got me banned on YouTube for porn. The algorithm would have thought like a big old fat naked chick stepped out and would have been like instant shutdown. See, we'd also be a comedy show. Give me a few minutes, man. I'll keep them going. Whoo, yeah. I could self deprecate too, make fun of my own damn self or anyone else for that matter, right? And then you can make jokes without making fun of people, period. You can just have fun, right? Talk about some crazy situations and things. The craziest jokes, I think, and the funniest ones for me have some basis in reality. Like I have stories that I could tell that would have you like spilling your beer out through your nose, but the YouTube censors would probably be pretty mad at me. I'd have to like figure out how to tell it in code. Appreciate it, Roy. Yeah, we're working on the boat, man. We're gonna try to get that thing powered through here, get it fixed up ASAP, get back out on the water, and then I've got some changes coming. I'm going to start doing some different takes on how I'm going to do the fishing videos and see if you guys like them. I'm going to try to like shoot it more in an interview style, like where I used to when I fished by myself, where I put the camera in the back of the boat a lot. I'm going to reactivate voice control so that I can fish from the front of the boat and say GoPro turn on, GoPro turn off, GoPro record, GoPro stop, stuff like that. It was just frustrating when I had those on and people were fishing with me. So I think I just got to not be lazy. And when I'm solo, turn that stuff on. When I'm with other people, turn that stuff off. And so I'm going to start trying to capture the fishing from an outside perspective instead of being the GoPro captured on me. So I'm going to try to get some mounts for the boat. I'm going to invest a little bit of money in that, like a light mount. I'm going to try to get like a couple of other, solid mounts that I can move the GoPro around on and position it in different spots to get good angles at the front of the boat while I'm fishing and while I'm driving for some beautiful angle shots of the reservoirs that I'm at, the places that I'm at. So I'm going to edit some nice scenery in there, wildlife maybe perhaps, but also just fishing, how I'm fishing, what I'm doing, how I'm holding my stuff and explaining my stuff. Then I'm going to do a little bit more sharing, not like I know it all or I'm any better, but just what's my thought process. So why am I fishing the way I'm fishing and what am I fishing with? Not that it's the way that it's right or even meant to be. Because if anyone's ever seen an autistic kid in the 80s or 90s play video games, you might have come across somebody who played with a controller upside down so that it was like inverted to them. So my brother was like this. So when they would play video games, we would always hold the controller the normal way. They had to take the controller and turn it around and hold it upside down so that up was down and down was up. And their brain comprehended it and worked better with it than the other way. Their brain struggled. And so that's a real common sign is if you've seen that in the old school stuff. And with fishing, what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that I'm autistic, right? And that I'm holding the pole upside down a wrong way, but that there's many different ways. And if it catches fish, it catches fish, right? So I'll share with you how and why and what. So we'll try to do it like that. Not that it's coming from a place of authority or that I know any better, because I'm always open to learn, adjust, and change. That's one of the other cool things about the channel is I'll tell you straight up if I'm really proficient in a lure. So I'm really good at drop shot, Nico rig, Ned rig. I'm really decent at jigs. I'm really good at Texas rig. I'm really good at crank baiting, spinner bait. A lot of the old school tactics I've got down, hands down. I'm pretty good at most other LV 500, float and fly, jerk baits, you name it. I'm pretty dang good with it. But there's some that I'm not, swim baits, wake baits. I'm great with poppers. I'm great with pop R's. I'm okay with frogs. I'm okay with punching. So I can give some tips and tricks. I'm not the master be all tell all, but I'm really good with, spinner baits and baits. Got a lot of information I can help share. But I know where my weaknesses and my strengths are, and just try to play off of them. And like I said too, I'm always here to learn too. So if I can learn from you guys and gals, anytime I hear a cool tip or something, try this or try that, you better believe I will. And if I'm on the lake and I'm not catching fish and someone else is and they say they're doing this, I'll try it in a heartbeat. I'm not a stubborn old fool, that's for sure. Mom didn't raise no fool. So what's up, Pops World? You remember the upside down controllers, man? I'm telling you, that's how a lot of people were, dude. And so I'm not trying to say that that's wrong for you. You know what I mean? And that's how I try to relate it with fishing, is that I'm not trying to say that what I do is right or what they do is wrong or right, or even what I do may technically be wrong, right? And the pros and everyone else may say do it this way. But if I'm holding the controller upside down, but I'm still winning the video game, or I'm, doing good, I'm catching fish, then I'm all right, right? So that's where I'm trying to share the information. And then when I see other people that are doing good, I share that, or at least I'll absorb that too, because I'm not closed minded. So when I see people killing them on something, heck, I'll try it. I'll throw a big spoon. That's another weakness of mine. I've caught some spoon fish, but not many. So I really need to get out there and hammer in on this fall and winter being able to spoon fish, not just LV 500, because there's a big difference in a spoon fall and the LV fall. LV is going to fall like a rocket. Spoon's going to flutter. So unless it's a jigging spoon, it'll fall similar to an LV or a blade bait, right? So and those are all things I'm real comfortable with. It's just I haven't caught a lot on a spoon, so that'll be something we're going to do a lot more of. So I look forward to some changes. Look forward to some challenges too. Now, let's get this giveaway gone for the night. I appreciate everybody who's been hanging on tonight. And smash that like button if you get a chance. Like I said, I got 500 videos on this channel. So if you see that there's been a little bit of a lag from me, I apologize. But I got a ton of great old content that I've got up there for you guys to watch. A lot of cool educational stuff. And just pretty, in my opinion, some of my best stuff is my oldest stuff that unfortunately the channel was young and so it didn't get a lot of play. But I've got some monster bass. I've got some great fun adventures. There's some hilarious epic times. There's some grand moments that just you can't fake it, man. They're just it's some good stuff, but it's my older stuff. So you'd have to go back and check that out. But thanks again, anyways. Let's get this wheel of names going. And let's click this. We'll add you to the winner list and get you out a Bass Pro Shop gift card. Congratulations, Brian Winkler. Let's take a photo for you. And we'll show everybody. I don't know if I can show if it'll look good. So it's hard to, but yeah, trust me, Brian Wentler, congratulations. So get a hold of me. Make sure you get me a way of get your gift card to you. We can either meet up, I can mail it to you. So and then please remember it may take anywhere from say a week to 2 or 3 weeks, but no matter what, all of my winners have always gotten their stuff. I never flake. Just this last giveaway, I still got a pile of the winner stuff right there. It's just been such a hectic month. So I'm gonna get everybody's stuff out at one time, and I'm gonna drop a little surprise in everybody's box that's won. So everybody that's got a prize that hasn't gotten one from me, over the last two giveaways from August, because we had the members and subscribers one. You still got your stuff. It's right here. I've just got to get it out to you. So I apologize. But I'm gonna for the slight lag, I'm gonna make sure I throw a little extra love in there. So that's a big thank you from Common Sense Fishing. So you guys will be seeing that soon. Most of you got I've got your information. I think there was one winner I still haven't heard from. So if not, we'll just re-raffle or give away his stuff or her stuff. Because we don't raffle it, but I mean give it away. So thanks for watching Common Sense Fishing. Congratulations, Brian. Now, for the last few minutes, let's leave the floor open. Let's have some questions or some discussion if you guys would like. What would you like to possibly see from this channel going forward? What are some ideas you guys might want to see? Are there any spots you guys would recommend I go to? Maybe Fox Grove, Eastman, small lakes, small areas, Fleming Meadows, or even Moccasin, where I can launch my boat and take it with a trolling motor, and LBC, Los Banos Creek Reservoir. So there's a couple places I have in mind. So if you guys have any spots you guys think you'd like to see me go like that, let me know in the comments right now. We'll talk about that. And if there's any questions, anything you guys want to discuss, floor is always open to do that. And don't forget, big giveaway at 2,000 subs. The rate we've been growing and going, it'll probably could be a month or two still, though. It could be 2 weeks from now. Who knows? Because sometimes we'll get 50, 60, then sometimes it'll take a while. We'll only get 10. So we'll get a few in, we'll get a few more. So I've got a few more videos I'm going to be pumping out. So make sure you guys keep your guys' eye open for those. There'll be some, obviously, members will get the early access, so they'll get their videos first. Um, and then they'll hit for everybody, a couple days after that. And there should be 3 or 4 of those coming that I'm working on. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on. There's, apologize for the lag, but some good things coming to the channel eventually. I'm going to invest in it. So I'm going to take some of the money from my HVAC company that I've been doing good. I got that saved and stuff like that, rainy day. I'm going to take a little bit and try to invest in this side, get the room cleaned up here, and then also maybe a better, camera setup, lighting setup, audio setup type thing, and learn how to finally start streaming this through a software so that I can do some screen changing things where I can Google Earth, and then so I can switch between this view, so we're having a conversation, and then maybe Google Earth, and then we can, so you guys say, hey Sam, let's go take a look at Lake Titicaca in Kansas or whatever, right? Say you're a viewer that's not in California. Great, let's go over there. Let's take a look at that lake. Let's zoom in. You can explain the lake level. Is it lower? Is it higher? Does it look like it's about where it's at? We can share the screen. You can see what I'm seeing. We can do breakdowns. I think there's just going to be a lot of cool stuff that's coming forward. Just bear with me through these growing pains as we do this. So I'm just super excited to not have fallen for the depression and the stress over the last few weeks, and to just make it through. You feel so much better. Like the weight, it feels like it's off your chest. When you feel like you're past that moment, when you've got like some hurdle that you've got to tackle, and you've tackled the hurdle, even if you failed or succeeded or you're in the process, once you've leapt, right, and you've kind of made that jump, there's no going back. And it feels so much better, like the relief. It's kind of like, for anyone, if you've ever dropped anything heavy on your toe, oh God, dropped like a monster chair on my toe one time, and it all the blood inside your toe swells up like a baseball, and your toenail will fall off, right? And what they have to do to save your toe dang near from being amputated is they have to pop the toe with the needle, and a bunch of blood comes out, and it hurts and it's not fun. But that sense of relief from all that pressure being relieved is just undescribable, right? It feels so good. And I feel like that I'm coming down from this, or coming out of this, that roller coaster drop, and it's starting to head up. So it's like your belly was in your chest, it's that moment, and then it's starting to kind of normalize out. So it's like, yeah, I got this. But life's not easy. It isn't for any of us. And if anyone ever needs an ear, someone to listen to their story or their concerns or their issues, I'm always here too, because there's not enough positive supporting people in life. And for the people that are like that, thank you. And for the ones that aren't even, I wish one day you become like that. And if you're not, hey, good luck. But may when you need somebody, there be somebody like that there for you. So I'm a pretty empathetic person. I like helping out and making people feel good if I can, but not at the expense of breaking myself or killing myself or doing immoral or bad things. But anyways, yeah, a little bit of a rant there. So anyways, yeah, that's about it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. So we had our winner, Brian Wentler. Congratulations. Sam, can Ray pick it up for me? Ray sure can. So just have Ray get in touch with me. And before we get off, let's read some questions. So yeah, congratulations. Hey, Larmy, nice to see you on tonight. Um, you like LBC? I should go do LBC for sure. I'd love to see somebody catch bass in McSwain. I've always heard rumors about it. I got one in McSwain, and I never released a video because there was only one bass, and I was like, it's boring. There's only one bass. I was like, nobody wants to see that. And I was with my kids at the Splash and Dash, and I took my bass boat, and I was just cruising around throwing a drop shot, and I got about a 2.5 pound spotted bass out of there. So seen a couple 4 to 5 pound really big spotted bass in there, and a decent largemouth. McSwain's got some big fish, so I do have one fish on video, but I don't know if I deleted it or not. So, but yeah, I'd go back to McSwain. We do Splash and Dash. Oh, one thing I didn't talk about though. So this weekend, if you're in California, Central Valley, please be safe. It is supposed to be 112 degrees this weekend. So take care of yourself, stay hydrated, stay out of the sun if you can, wear some sunblock, sun covers, sun shirts. Just treat it a little more. When it's 112, that can kill you. So be careful out there. 112 is definitely heat exhaustion, um, kick your ass weather. So if you're fishing this weekend, uh, it's just brutal. It's going to get extremely brutal. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be just massively bad days from what the weatherman says. So if you need any air conditioning help, you know who to call. The Air Doctor Heating and Air. I'll be glad to take care of your needs. But in all honesty, though, stay safe, stay hydrated, take ice chests with you. Uh, fish if you can, morning and sundown. Stay out of this midday heat. 112 is going to be frighteningly hot. So I'm worried about work for myself. So for that whole weekend, I'm going to have an ice chest with me. I'll have a 32 pack of waters on board, Gatorades, and a couple of beers too. I swear to God, I ain't gonna lie. And the reason why is that alcohol thins the blood, so less likely of a heart attack and less likely of a stroke. Your heart can pump your blood better. So you don't want to be drunk at all, and you don't want a customer to smell it. But it doesn't hurt about once the day starts getting really hot around lunchtime, smash a beer real fast, and then drink water. Take care of yourself, hydrate, and you'd be surprised how good that beer makes you feel. Like your headache, if you've got one, it'll go away. It'll just you'll feel your heart pressure almost like slow down and get better. um, yeah, you don't drink a lot, you don't get drunk, you don't drink a tall can, just one 5 or 6% beer, like so it's got enough alcohol in it, or a glass of wine, same thing. um, and that's my when it gets over 105, that's my go-to, is I'll have like 2 or 3 beers in the ice chest, to have one in the morning maybe one in maybe 10 o'clock, maybe, right? One at maybe 1 or 2, and then one at 4 or 5. Along with, I'll drink about 15 to 20 waters throughout the day, and I'll have 2 or 3 Gatorades. Um, it's insane. If you've done heating and air conditioning, or you do heating and air conditioning, you know what I'm talking about. And if you do though, and you don't hydrate, you know when you get that orange pee that stinks so bad, you know that ain't healthy for you, man. And that's, I'm not trying to be so, not no TMI, but yeah, for you guys too, stay hydrated, stay healthy. Those are my tips for the heat. So take some sunglasses wherever you're at doing. If you're working, if you're fishing, this weekend ain't gonna be no joke. It's gonna be 112. It will kill people. So, and I know it sounds counterintuitive to try to give someone a tip to have alcohol, but I'm serious as far as like not to get drunk. Do not be drinking in this kind of heat to get a buzz or drunk, and do not have more than one. It is not good for you. It will hurt you. But the one beer, though, and it's spaced out 3 to 4 or 5 hours in between, will keep your blood pressure lower. It's like literally like a blood pressure pill. And because the heat, your blood will thicken as you're going through cycles of pumping out a ton of sweat, and in between the time you got your blood's becoming more and more viscous and less watery, so it's harder and harder for your heart to pump it. So you want to stay hydrated. So watch out this weekend. All right, folks. So we'll see everybody Wednesday on the next live stream, sometime between 6 and 7 o'clock. Sometimes I jump on early, and we'll try to make sure we don't miss that one. We'll have another one this Friday. I expect work and things to kind of start slowing down in the next couple weeks. So expect me to be way more consistent with these live streams coming up here soon. I apologize when I miss them. So things are going to get better. We're going to get back into the swing of things. We'll get that boat fixed, man. Pray for me. Let's knock on wood. And once things are running, I would be more than happy to take anybody who wants to go fishing with me. And in the meantime, while I do not have a boat, if anyone would like to take me fishing, I am always happy to go. I've had a lot of people reach out and offer to take me fishing. And for those people, I want to say thank you very much. I have not, unfortunately, been able to take anyone up on those offers because I've been so busy with work. And as long as I have calls to run for heating and air conditioning, unfortunately, because it's the tail end of the summer, and every call that I miss is money that I'm missing to put away for the winter. It's like basically in the old times, if you didn't stock up enough food and firewood in the winter, you died. And that's kind of what it is for me. So I need to stock up enough money and resources to last through my tough times, or my business and I will go under, regardless of what I feel or don't feel. And no matter how successful YouTube is, right? This is what pays the bills. So that's why, things have been, where they've been at. But I like, there will be, like I said, a slowdown coming soon, which will put me back on to this more. So I'm just kind of switching back and forth, switching my gears. Of course, my passion and my dream is fishing and YouTube and stuff like this. But my honest day job, and also my passion is heating and air conditioning. So, anyways, we'll see you guys next this upcoming Wednesday, also this Friday, and look for some nice, cool videos to be coming out soon, and some changes. Hopefully, we'll have a guest on. If you're interested, also, if you're interested in being a guest on my show, remember we do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 to 9 ish, and sometimes we start at 6 or 7. We roll sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 or 3. I've got an air conditioner in here. It's real comfortable. I can get a couch set up. We can set up a couple of chairs with the little dining table. So we have drinks, some snacks and stuff. And then we can pan that out and get a nice view so we can, have a discussion. We can crack jokes. We can have a conversation. And then there also be the comments and all that. So it'd be much more, I think, interactive and cool if we did that. If you're interested and you would like to jump on the show with me, reach out on Facebook, Sam Matthews. I'd be glad to have you on, or reach out through YouTube or any other mean. If you know me, you can call me, text me. whatever works. And if you don't, but you're still interested, like I said, reach out through Facebook, Messenger, email, something like that. We'll set it up, get you out here, and we'll start having some guests on. I can't wait to do that. And one day it would be my honor to have some really high end guests, on the show, and get to interview people like, you know, like Bill Dance, Kevin Van Dam, Scott Martin, Roland Martin, those guys, or just the cooler, newer ones too, Milliken Fishing, Lake Fork guy, Thai Pig Patrol, Brian Latimer, he's a pro, right? But Intuitive Angling, Fish the Moment, all these cool channels. Also, guys like Bearded Bassin and In Deep on the Delta, stuff like that. Hopefully, we can get some of these guys interested into doing some collaborative stuff. But I understand too, guys create a name, they create a brand for themselves. I got Casper, the friendly ghost that occasionally pops up. I cuss every once in a while. I'm a special type of person, so you have to get along to get along, right? So you either love me or you hate me, and most people like me, but there's a few people that I guess were just polar opposites or just not meant to jive together, I guess. So that's fair. Nobody's perfect, right? But anyways, it would be nice to get some other channels to collaborate with too. So if you guys know any channels that are local that you think might be a good fit, send them a message. Maybe comment on their videos. Hey, reach out to Common Sense Fishing. And also, I could reach out too. So if you want to leave any comments, say, hey, try to fish with this guy. You never know. Maybe something might come of it. So it'll be interesting to see what the next year or two has for us. So thanks again. I appreciate. I'm sorry to waste your time, but again, congratulations, Brian. $50 Bass Pro Shop gift card. We'll be sending that out soon. So make sure you get a hold of me, and we'll be back on here Wednesday. So good night and tight lines, everybody.